Earlier this week, Politico reported that Republican senators are very worried that Donald Trump is going to bring about the end of their political careers. And the way he's going to do this is by basically speeding us into a recession. As we've discussed in the past, the recession was pretty much inevitable because of the way the U.S. economy is built. Workers in this country, the middle class, the underclass, they do not have enough money. And when they don't have enough money, spending contracts, businesses then have to contract, and that can lead to a recession. But that's the way it's been designed since the 1980s, when we decided to give trickle-down economics a try, and even though it failed miserably, we're still trying to make it work. So yeah, the economy was built to fail. We were going to get into a recession sooner or later, but Trump's policies are putting us there so much faster, and that's what Republicans are worried about. Because, and this is something that gets missed a lot, there are 23 Republican Senate seats up for election or re-election in 2020. There's 12 Democratic seats. So at this point, we have almost twice as many Republicans up for re-election than we do Democrats. So Republicans have a lot to lose. Democrats have the world to gain. And if Trump's policies, specifically these Republicans say his trade war, puts us into a recession prior to that 2020 election, they're done. They are toast. And these aren't, just random U.S. senators you've never heard of. These are people like Pat Toomey. This is Ron Johnson, Republican senator from Wisconsin. Joni Ernst, Republican senator from Iowa. All the places where people are being affected by the trade war. Toomey, by the way, is in Pennsylvania, hugely affected by the trade wars and the tariffs. And they're looking at this and they're saying, my God, Mr. President, what are you doing? You're killing my career. You're killing my constituents, but I don't care about that. I want them to vote for me. And when they're, in a bad place, they're not going to vote to keep me in office. So could you not? Here's the thing. Donald Trump is solely responsible for the trade war. And you do have a bunch of Republican cheerleaders out there saying, yes, this is the right thing, but they did not get to vote on this. They did not put it in place. Trump did this himself. But as he is a Republican, it is going to be attached to every Republican out there, as it should be, because these people are no different. I don't think we'd be seeing any different policies if there was a different Republican in the White House. So they all own this. They all own it. And they're going to own it big time when their voters head to the polls in 2020. More and more people in this country are waking up to the fact that we are barreling towards a recession and the president is only making it worse. They don't know what to do. They say, yeah, things are pretty okay right this second. But I'm fearful for the future. I'm fearful for the next year. And when the voters start getting afraid, when the voters start losing everything, they take it out on the incumbent party. And right now, that incumbent party happens to be the Republicans. And so these Republican senators have a very clear message for the president. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're not only handing the White House to the Democrats in 2020, you're going to go ahead and hand them the Senate as well. And personally, that is what I hope happens more than anything in 2020. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.